Hello, everybody. So I just wanted to make some comments about how to approach the final project. Okay, so it's really good that a lot of you have got the creative briefs in. I see you guys have done a lot of background research about the company itself, which is good because it kind of serves as a base of where to go from there. But a very common mistake that I've been seeing, okay, and don't worry because I see this every semester, is people think that the infographic has to be about the company itself, which isn't true. Okay, you don't have to tell your target audience what Monat is, or Monet, I think it's called, pronounced. People don't need to know Monet is a company from the United States and they want to do this and they sell this product and so on and so forth. Okay, that's not what an infographic does. And if people do want to know what the company is, they will go to the company's webpage and find out themselves. Okay, the purpose of an infographic is to be that initial phase before the person goes to the Monat webpage, something that catches their attention, gives them some information that could be useful to them or interesting to them. That way they go, oh, wow, that's really cool. I want to see that. I want to share that. And after that initial phase of that was really cool information, I want to know more. That's when they'll go to the company website. Okay, so that could be anything. Okay, well, I shouldn't say anything because it has to be something regarding the field that Monet is in, and Monet is in the hair care field. I think they do other things like skin products. I don't know, but a large part of their thing is hair care. So something about hair care. Now, it doesn't need to be about Monet and hair care, right? Just something that's interesting, something that blows people's mind or think people, wow, that's really cool about hair care. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like a really stupid example, and you can kind of see what I mean. Okay, so let's imagine that I'm planning an infographic here. So I'm trying to get this kind of long and narrow look. Okay, so of course it may be longer than this in real life, but I want to just show you Microsoft Paint. Yeah, so first of all, an infographic has the introduction, a really catchy title. Okay, and like I said, I don't need to say what is Monet, right? Or the company of Monet or something like that. That's not what people want, right? People are going to say, oh, I don't want to know about Monet. Who cares about Monet? What is it? I don't even care. Skip over. And they're just not going to look at the infographic. But if you talk about a more interesting subject, for example, let's say I make a claim like, I'm going to try to write here. Young people really love their hair. Okay, I hope you can see that. But, something that's kind of, will kind of hit home with some people, depending on my target audience. Here, I guess my target audience is young people. Okay, and I want to kind of get them to self-reflect, let's say, like, okay, yeah, I do spend a lot of time on my hair, or yeah, it's true that a lot of young people do spend a lot of time on their hair, and they kind of get to reflect that. And I'm going to give some information about that and turn it into an infographic. Maybe I find out that, I don't know, like 95% of young people spend 3 hours on their hair or something like that a week, right? And I have my statistic: 95% of people spend 3 hours on their hair. right? That's my statistic. That's my information that I'm going to be presenting people that they're going to find useful or interesting. Now, how I turn this into something visual, that's the key in making an infographic, right? Apart from, I could just write that 95% of young people spend 3 hours on their hair, but making that into something visual and attracting people's attention, turning that data into a data visualization somehow. Sorry, this is a bad data visualization, but that's the thing that you're focusing on. How to turn this information into a data visualization and incorporate that into an infographic that has your introduction and then your main content. And in the conclusion is where people say, oh wow, that's cool, I didn't know about that, or yeah, that's totally me, right? And I need to know more about me, I need to find out more. That's when they're going to go to your conclusion and follow your links to learn more about Monat or Monet, modern nation, right? I think that, no, modern nature, yeah, modern nature, Monet. Yeah, so probably you guys already know more about Monet than I do right now, because it seems to me that a lot of you have been reading a lot about the company itself. And yes, their website is rather vague and it's kind of crazy, trying to figure out what they're trying to do and stuff like that. But you don't need to know that, right? You don't need to know that. And you just need to know that they make hair care products. You just need to know generally what they do. And from that, you're going to make something cool, right? That will direct traffic. Okay. Now, these statistics, these numbers, where you get them from, I have no idea. Okay. But that's part of your job as well. Find some sort of data, find some sort of statistics, some sort of number that will wow your audience, that will make your audience say, cool, or I didn't know that, or I want to know more, right? But it has to be real information. Your job is to go out there and find it. You don't have to find a lot. Sometimes it's just, two main statistics, 2 or 3 main statistics, and turning that into something that's going to really captivate your audience. Okay, so I'm going to repeat again, your infographic doesn't need to be about Monet itself. Okay, if you want to connect it, that's fine, right? People have very bad hair. Monet can help, but that's part of your story, right? Start your story not about Monet itself. Start your story about people having bad hair, statistics about bad hair, what bad hair can do to you, what the chemicals and shampoos can do to your hair, blah, blah, blah. Monet can help, right? Your story, okay? So keep that in mind. I hope that can help you, and please keep me in contact, right? We're working on this together, right? I am, let's say, I act as kind of the liaison of the client. Let's say I'm the client, I'm the person that hired you to make this infographic. And we said, like, the creative brief, the creative process is a constant conversation, a constant negotiation between client and the developer. You're the developer, I'm the client. I've hired you to develop this. Okay, so do keep me in the loop.